Hey there guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to unbox the brand new 14-inch MacBook Pro. So the day has finally arrived. We have brand new MacBook Pros. So we have the 14 and 16-inch models, and they're coming out today. So I'm very much looking forward to unboxing this with you guys and checking it out. So I decided to go with the 14-inch model this time, just to kind of downsize a little bit because the 16-inch is kind of huge. The model I got comes in at a price of $24.99, and I'll go over the specs in just a second. And here are the specs on my specific machine. So I did get the 1TB SSD model with 16 gigs of memory. It has a 10-core CPU, 16-core GPU, of course the 14.2-inch display with True Tone technology and mini LED. This has 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports. It has an HDMI port, which has returned, which is awesome. We have the SD card slot as well, and Magsafe is also returned, so with a Magsafe 3 port. Has a headphone jack, high-fidelity 6-speaker sound system, full-size backlit Magic Keyboard with Touch ID, so gone is the touch bar. Good riddance. Does offer Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.0, FaceTime HD camera, so if you have 1080p camera finally, and pre-installed Mac OS. So on the front of our box, we have a picture of our new MacBook Pro with its nice little wallpaper. On the side, it says MacBook Pro. We do have Apple logos on every other side as well. And then we have the details I just showed you on the back right here. So let's go ahead and unbox this. We actually have a nice little pull tab here, so we can just rip that open. And here it is, the space gray 14-inch MacBook Pro. Let's go ahead and take this out and put it off to the side and see what else comes in the box. So as you can see, we have our Design by Apple in California documentation. So let's see what we have here. Oh, black Apple stickers. So we get a document telling us about safety and handling, avoiding hearing damage, medical device interference, built-in battery and charging, software license agreement, and some information about the warranty, a quick start guide. And this shows you welcome to your MacBook Pro. Tells us about Touch ID, tells us about the Force Touch trackpad, as well as different ports around the computer, as well as our menu bar, control center, and in specifics in the software. All right, and then we have our Magsafe Charger, as you can see here. Now, unfortunately, I found out that it's not color matched to the computer, so it actually matches the silver more than the space gray. But we'll take a look at that in a little bit. And to open that, we just simply unclasp it here. I just love the way they package this stuff. It's always packaged so nicely. Got 2 little clasps on the side. And we have a little clasp right here. Another clasp in the center, holding this in. And it's braided. So really, really beautiful. So here's our new MagSafe cable. Man, that brings back memories. And then we got our new charging adapter. So this block is pretty similar to the block that they included with the 16-inch. I don't like that they don't include the extension, so I use the extension, so I would definitely recommend you guys get that if you don't want this thing hanging off your wall. This one I believe is 96 watts, and the 16-inch this year gets a 140-watt charger. So as you can see, beautiful white Apple logo, of course. This is a travel adapter, so you can actually take this off and you can put different adapters for different countries on here. And yes, it is a 96-watt USB-C power adapter. And here's a quick comparison of the last year's version. So it looks like they're about the same size. Yeah, they're about the same. Actually, yeah, it looks like they're actually about the same size. So this is the one from last year for the 16-inch, or the year before, I mean, 2019. And this is our new one here. So you can see they look very similar, very similarly sized. But the one that's bigger, obviously, is the one for the 16-inch because that one's 140 watts. All right, let's go ahead and take it out of its nice little paper sheath here. And as you can see on the front, we have where we open the laptop, of course. On this side, we have our SD card slot. We have one of our Thunderbolt ports. We have an HDMI port, which is great, full size. You can see we have venting on the back. On the opposite side, we have our Magsafe 3 port. We have 2 more USB-C or Thunderbolt ports, as well as our headphone jack. You can see some more vents on the side. One thing that's new this year is the MacBook Pro being etched into the metal, which is really pretty. Kind of reminds me of older MacBook Pros. Have our 4 feet there, and you can see those are kind of thick as well. The MacBook Pro is a little thick this year, people have said, but that is fine as long as it performs like it should. So let's go ahead and switch views here and take a look at the laptop in depth. All right, we've now changed views, so let's go ahead and open the lid and check it out for the first time. And of course, it is going to turn on for the first time, I'm sure, when I open this. You have a little piece of paper. And there it is. So it is booting for the first time. So as you can see, we have that brand new keyboard as well. So it looks absolutely beautiful. So I'll go ahead and show you this closer here. So as you can see, it is a backlit keyboard. We don't have a touch bar anymore, but we do also have a black backdrop between keys. So it's kind of different this time as well. So, so far, so good. Here is our welcome screen. And as you can see on the screen, we do have that notch. Not sure I'm really a fan of that, but it does house a camera, an ambient light sensor, and possibly some other sensors for True Tone as well. Let's go ahead and set it up and check it out a little bit. So here we are at the home screen. So as you can see, this is the default home screen for macOS Monterey. One thing that they did to accommodate this notch is, as you can see, they made the status bar a lot thicker. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, but I guess at least they accommodated it. So let's go ahead and check out how much storage we have out of the box. So as you can see, we're on version 12.0. We have the 14-inch Apple M1 Pro, 16 gigs of RAM. We look at our storage, it looks like we have 966 gigs out of 994 gigs. Let's go ahead and take a look at our launch pad. So this is what comes out of the box when you actually get a new MacBook. So you have some added apps, of course, Apple TV, we have GarageBand, iMovie, Numbers, Keynote, Pages, which is their Office alternative. So you do have a couple things, and you can obviously delete these if you want to. So let's see, can we actually remove these? We should be able to just take it to the trash can there. Yep, it'll ask you if you want to remove it, delete, bam. So you can get rid of that if you want to. So if you don't want any of these default apps that come here with your MacBook, you can get rid of those. You can also search for them. And let's click out of there, check out Safari here. And you can see it actually starts very quickly. So we got the Apple website, just check out how quick that loads. And you can see it's very buttery smooth, looks really, really nice. So we can check out the Apple TV app, maybe show a trailer.
8 seconds to you.
Morning. I'm bringing you some sad and
so you can definitely
news.
see the mini LEDs. Darken this, it looks really, really good. Wow. That's really impressive.
My life just ended for no good reason.
So that's very, very impressive from what I can see. And this again does have 6 speakers as well. Another thing they've improved here is the Face ID camera. Go ahead and check out FaceTime. We can take a look at ourselves here. So here we are in 1080p. So it looks pretty nice actually from what I can see. You guys know I can't let you go without seeing some of the wallpapers that are included here. Looks like they're not loaded. So let's go ahead and load these. We have this one. We have this one here, and the cartoon kind of thing here. And they look, they may be new, I'm not really sure. And then of course you have the ones from the iMac, which was also new this year. It looks like they're all in the cloud, so that's kind of annoying, but looks like a lot of these are ones we've had previously. We have the ones for the, looks like these are for the MacBook specifically. Let's see, or maybe not. Those might be old as well, but we have a couple different options here. So my first impressions are, it's absolutely gorgeous, of course. I think the screen is really great. One thing that blows me away is just the instantaneous launch of things. So launching Safari, going through different websites, say we want to open Numbers, Keynote, Pages, just open up a couple things, just see how quickly this thing loads. It's just really absolutely impressive how this thing actually can load things so quick. Anyway guys, that's just a quick look at the brand new 14-inch MacBook Pro, quick unboxing, and honestly first impressions I think is gorgeous, and I can't wait to check it out further. So definitely stay tuned. I'll hopefully have some more videos on this in the coming weeks. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.